August 12th, it is coming for all Social Security beneficiaries, and it's also going to set the stage for the next few months and what that all means for you and your monthly benefit. It's a very important time of year right now for Social Security beneficiaries, which we will be discussing here in this video. And yes, this does include everybody that receives Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, VA, and RRB benefits. We'll discuss all those details here in this video. It's a very important time that we're living through right now, and I think we all recognize this year has been very chaotic, very uncertain, very wild, and all this is translating into your monthly benefit as displayed by this information, and it's all coming in August 12th. Let's talk through the details. Super fast though. Hey, if you're enrolled in Medicare, you've got to do yourself a huge favor and take action now. Utilize this phone number. Seriously, that phone number right there is going to connect you with a team of trusted advisors, and they will go through your situation to find you better plans with better coverages and hopefully save you a boatload of money as well, which, by the way, the average person that is calling them, seriously, this phone number right here, the average person that's calling them is saving $1,100. That's average savings. Some save more, some save less. That's not guaranteed, but that's the average savings. Thousands and thousands and thousands of you here in this community have already connected with them and received that free information. Seriously, you got to take action right now. Here's why. Annual enrollment is coming in just a couple months. If you wait until then, you're going to be at the back of the line of 70 million seniors. You do not want to be at the back of that line, I promise you. But if you call them right here with this exclusive phone number right there, if you call them, establish that communication, they will go to work for you, finding your best options, and then you're going to be at the front of the line. Just establish the communication. Get yourself established in their database, and then when annual enrollment is there, you're there at the front of the line. Bingo, got it. There you are, the front of the line. Seriously, you got to call them and establish that now because annual enrollment is nuts, and they're going to be absolutely swamped. But if you call them now, just establish the communication here, this phone number right there, you can then lock yourself in at the front of the line, and they will help you completely for free with your Medicare, hopefully getting you better plans and better coverages and saving a ton of money. Anyway, more on that later. Just really want to help you out right now. It's a wild time, and seriously, if you take action now, you're going to be in a very good position in a few months. All right, anyway, let's talk about August 12th. Okay, so here we are. August, nuts, right? The middle of August practically. This is getting, well, not quite the middle of August yet, but I mean, it's getting there pretty fast, right? Anyway, all right, so August 12th is going to be bringing us the first of the CPI data numbers, okay, which is the Consumer Price Index, but that's not really the one we want to look at. It's the CPIW, which is the inflation data. Now, this is going to be an important one. Why? This is going to be July's inflation data, the first of which we will put into the books as far as determining how much of a raise we're going to be getting here, okay? Now, all of these inflation data points that we've been receiving so far this year have been leading up to and have been basically practices, right? They're just practice. Well, they're not really practice, but you get my point, right? They're just kind of leading up to the official data. This one that we're getting on August 12th is July's inflation data, which will be put in the books. Data point number 1 of 3 that we're going to be getting to determine how much your checks will be impacted or increased. I find that to be very important. If you don't think that's important, then that's okay. But to me, the COLA raise is massively important. Now, this year seems to be a little bit more important than other years. Reason being is, well, the first half of the year, what did we see? Tariffs are on, tariffs are off. Just kidding, tariffs are on. Just kidding, tariffs are off. You know what I mean? Back and forth, back and forth. Nonetheless, what did that do? Raised prices. We know that for a fact. Months ago, we saw big retailers coming out, many people coming out, big businesses, small businesses, huge corporations, everybody across the board raising prices on everything. Well, what does that do? Drives inflation higher, right? When inflation drives higher, what does that do? Well, it also pushes up the CPIW. When the CPIW goes higher, which is the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, it also pushes up your COLA raise. Okay, well, that's looking good. The first handful of months of the year, we were having, declining COLA increase projections. 2.2%, 2.1%, 2%. It was going down and down and down. And then all of a sudden it changed and it went all the way up to 2.4% was the projection, right? And then we continued to move higher and higher since. The point being is that based on this data that we get out of July, in just a couple of days here, right? August 12th, we're going to be getting July's data. When we get that, that's the official inflation data for the month of July. That one will be used. Data point number 1 of 3 that will be used to determine how much of a raise you're going to be getting to your monthly benefits. Okay? Now remember, this year, we got a 2.5% pathetic raise. Last year, 3.2%. Okay? Point being is that how it's looking right now, we're easily going to eclipse the 2.5% COLA. We're looking at possibly even eclipsing the 3.2% from last year as well, based on how this all goes. We could be sitting with a pretty nice COLA if all cards fall into place here, right? Because of the tariffs earlier this year that came in, raised prices on everything, and then across the board, that's jacking up inflation right now. We're seeing it right now, right? I talked about this a while ago. Back in June is basically when we started to see the impacts of the tariffs hitting. And then in July, it intensified. And it's going to intensify a little bit more here, right? So point being is that we could be nailing this perfectly as far as capturing the bulk of the price increases, like right now during the most critical time, July, August, and September, which are the times in which, or the months in which I should say, that they gather the inflation data to determine how much of a raise we're going to be getting. And maybe you don't care about the COLA. I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't care. It's free money that you get to your benefit. It's the only reliable raise that we can look at. Here's the thing. You might hate the COLA, and that's okay. You can love it or hate it. It doesn't matter. All I'm saying is that at least this is the reliable raise that we get to our benefit. No other source out there is as reliable as the COLA. Lawmakers, not reliable. They have so many proposals, bills, packages, ideas, concepts, proposals, everything under the sun to raise our benefits. Have they followed through with anything over the last several years? No. They've done nothing. Nothing at all, right? At least the COLA, it's there for us through good and bad, light and dark. The COLA is still there for us right by our side. It's like our little alibi, right? It's still there for us no matter what. It's still hanging out. It might be small. It might be annoying. It might not do much, but at least it's there for us. Whereas lawmakers, all they can think about is going on vacation. That's literally all they do, right? Anyway, this is important stuff. I'll keep you posted on that. Otherwise, hey, again, if you're enrolled in Medicare, if you have a supplement plan, Medigap plan, Part D plan, Medicare Advantage plan, if you're turning 65 or if you're retiring at all this year or in the next year, please do yourself a huge favor. Call them now. Seriously, write that phone number down. Take a picture. Take a screenshot. I'm going to keep shaking my hand like this with my thumb pointing at the number. Reason being is that is your best resource. And with annual enrollment coming up in just a couple months, it's going to be here before we know it. Like 2 months, it starts. If you wait until then, you can wait until then if you want. I wouldn't advise that. Reason being is you're going to be at the back of the line of 70 million seniors. Can you imagine how long it's going to take to get to the front of the line? I'm just saying, right? There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be shopping their plans, reviewing their plans. If you call them and establish that communication now with this phone number, you're going to be at the front of the line. Seriously, front of the line. Talk to them, have them shop your plan, review your situation, look what other options are out there to get you better coverages, to save you money so you can see the doctors you want, the providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to visit, the prescription needs if you have any at all, the best fit for you and your personal needs. That's literally what they're doing. They've already helped thousands and thousands and thousands of seniors here in this community by calling literally that phone number right there. I've seen it. It's absolutely incredible how much they're helping so many of you here in this community. Go ahead and call them. Seriously, do yourself a huge favor. It's free, 100% free. Worst case scenario, maybe they can't find something for you. Okay, no harm, no foul. Seriously, right? But like I say, My motto in life is ask, and a lot of times you will receive. It's nuts how often you're going to get something when you just simply ask. And in this case, when you ask, possibly better coverages, possibly a boatload of money savings just by asking. Totally awesome. Seriously. Write it down, take a picture, take a screenshot, and I think you're going to be very happy when you do. Otherwise, just think of a few people. Who do you know that needs that information? I know you know a few people. Just think of a couple, 1, 2, or 3 people, friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, your favorite cashier, or employee at the local grocery store or pharmacy, or postal worker, garbage man, recycling man. Seriously, go ahead and share that with them so they can also get some assistance with their Medicare. And when they save a ton of money and get better coverages, you get all the credit. And they get to come to you and say, look, you saved me all this. I'm super happy. Thank you so much for your help. You get all those accolades. Not bad, right? That's awesome. Otherwise, if you're new here, if you've not done so, please consider subscribing. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video. Big share button down below as well. Check out the 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen in just a second. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy, have a good one, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.